So today's video is going to be a cut crease tutorial, and I've done a cut crease before, but I've never done one this dramatic, and I'm actually quite impressed at how it came out. So can I just say that this took me like 3+ hours to do, like to achieve this whole look. So yeah, when I first tweeted about doing this video, I tweeted that this was either going to be like an easy cut crease, and when although this was quite hard in the end, by easy I wanted to be like show you how to do the easiest way to do a cut crease. That's what I meant. Like, all cut creases are pretty hard, to be honest, unless you're doing like literally like the tiniest line of eyeshadow and a bit of eyeliner. But yeah, I will do a more sort of simple cut crease. This is more dramatic cut crease, but if you would like to see a more sort of simple everyday cut crease that you could wear, then I'd be happy to do that for you as well. So yeah, I just wanted to do something creative and fun and different. So if you'd like to see how I got this makeup look, then please carry on watching, and why not give me a like for the fact that this took me like almost 4 hours to do. So yeah. So to start off, I'm going to be taking the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to be taking the shade Warm Taupe, which is this one here, and I'm just going to be applying this on a MAC 266 angled brush, and I've already done my eyebrows, and please ignore the spot on my chin because I know it looks horrible. And I'm literally just going to be applying this just above my crease, so just here. And I'm just going to keep building up that line, and then I'll blend it out. As you can see, I focus most of the product like just in this middle part here. Just drag that down into my inner corner, very lightly though. And we're just mapping out where we want the cut crease to go. And then here, as you can see, I'll just sort of flick that upwards like that. Ta-da! And then I'm just going to do the same to the other eye. I'm just thickening up that line, and I know this doesn't really look very perfect to start off with, but that's the thing with most eyeshadow looks. I'm grabbing a Morphe M506, and I'm just going to be taking that Warm Taupe shade on this brush, and I'm just going to lightly blend onto that line, just to help blend it out. And don't worry about this fallout on the lid because we're going to be cleaning that up. And then just grabbing a Morphe M330, which is a big tapered blending brush, and I'm just going over that shadow just to help blend it in. Then I'm just going to be taking my little 266 brush again, and I'm just going in with the shade Cypress Umber. And I'm just focusing this on the outer crease. Just taking that all the way where we put the other shade. I'm just going in with the same brush once again. I've not applied any more product onto the brush. I'm just going to be blending with whatever's left on the brush. And this bit here, don't worry about it being like so chunky because we're going to be sorting it out later, so that's not gonna matter. And if you don't feel like the darker shade's blending into the lighter shade, then just take the lighter shade, so the Warm Taupe, and just blend that over the darker shade, and it will help them transition into one another. This looks so crazy to start off with. The look that I done yesterday was a lot more like, not natural, but it was a lot more like softer, whereas this is going to be like really intense. Okay, and then I'm just going to be going in with the shade Hot Chocolate by ABH, which is this one here. Just taking that on the same brush, and I'm just taking that into the crease. I'm mixing a bit of Americano by Makeup Geek with that as well. Americano is basically like a dupe of Hot Chocolate by ABH. Basically the same colour. Going back in with that Morphe brush. And then what I'm going to do quickly, if I can find my brush. This is the brush that I always lose. Okay, I won't be able to use that brush as I don't know where it's in. But I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with the shade Tempera by ABH, because there's no surprise there, that's what I always use. I'm just with the M330 Morphe brush, I'm just going over and blending that. And then I'm just going to be tidying up the lid. So for this I'm taking my Rimmel Match Perfection concealer, and I'm going to be taking my MAC 242 flat shader brush, and I'm just going to be whacking this all over my eyelid. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this matte white eyeshadow from my Morphe 35C palette. I know I always use this, but it's the best matte white eyeshadow ever. I'm just taking that on that flat side of that Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to pack this all over my lid. I'm going to go over with my MAC 242 brush just to make sure all the concealer is applied nice and smoothly and there's no like harsh or like built up areas of the concealer. Then that way I'm just going to pack that white eyeshadow all over, and I'm just going to be taking some of Tempera from the ABH palette too, as although this has more of a sort of pinky undertone, it looks very white from far away and it gives off a very sort of white cast. And I know I use this palette a lot, but it's mainly just because I love the formula of the ABH eyeshadows, and I only have like these ones from her and like 2 others that aren't in this palette, and I need to pick up some more. So you could use any colour for this look, or like any eyeshadows that you have, or you know, you could do like a pink cut crease, red. I just really like the browns from this palette. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go back in with that Morphe M06, and I'm just going to be taking some warm taupe again, blending that above that concealer line. And then if I drop any eyeshadow down, I'm just going back over with the concealer, and then just going back over with the white eyeshadow over that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my eyeliner, and I'm going to finish off this eye. I'm going to do my eyeliner on this eye, and then I'll finish off this eye, so please ignore this eye for now. So for eyeliner, I'm just taking this Maybelline 24 Hour Extend 24 Hour liner in Blackest Black, or is that the American one? I don't know. It's black anyway. Starting off by drawing a line in my lash line. I'm trying to keep this very thin. Well, I say try because you know what it's like when trying to do that, and you get eyeliner literally like all over your face. This is the most difficult bit, trying to match it up with the concealer. I'm just going to be cleaning that up with a wipe, like the side of it. Right, as you'll be able to see, I've done my eyeliner and I've pulled my hair off my face just so I don't like get loads of foundation in my hair. And I've applied some lashes. The lashes I applied were by Certify, and these are in the style Orion. Ignore the lashes I have behind them. But yeah, these are the lashes that I got on. I know they're absolutely huge, but I think that they go with this look really well. And as you can tell, I said that I was going to go for a really thin liner, but it turned out very thick. So I just thought I'd show you like my foundation on camera, as I get quite a few questions like on Instagram of how to create the flawless skin that I do. So I'm taking my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and what I like to do is I like to take a few pumps of this on the back of my hand, and by a few I mean a few, and I'd like to just take a flat foundation brush, and to get like an even coverage I like to just basically apply this all over my face. Especially around like my nose, because obviously I have a nose piercing, so I just like to get in all the like nooks and crannies and getting into all the places that my beauty blender or like my hand can't reach. Then I just take my damp beauty blender and I just blend that into my skin. Believe it or not, my face, like my skin was actually flawless without foundation the other day, but that's before I got like this spot on my chin. And before anyone says I'm matching my foundation to my neck because I have fake tan on, you don't ever want to match your foundation to the colour of your face, but right when you have fake tan on, because you'll have a really pale face and a really dark body. When I was younger, I used to go out and have like millions of layers of fake tan on and have a really dark body and then a really white face, and like used to think it looked really good because obviously I didn't know any different. When I look back at old pictures and I'm thinking like, oh my god, your face is so white compared to your body. And then around my eyebrows, sometimes I like to just take the foundation around the top of them so there's no like gaps or anything. Okay, then I take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toast and I just apply this to sort of almost bronze my face. I don't really contour anymore, I think like everyone's sort of over that. So I just apply it around these parts of my face. And I have quite sort of structured cheekbones anyway, so I don't always really need to like contour. Then I just take my e.l.f. small stipple brush and blend that in. And I know this looks really dark, but when I apply like my under eye highlight and everything, it will tone it all down. And I just sort of leave some bits if they look a bit harsh, because sometimes you can't always like get it so diffused with a brush. That's why I like to go in with my beauty blender. So like, watch this, just like blends it instantly. And I think some people are a bit like surprised at how much like the actual beauty blender is compared to like the Real Techniques one. But when you actually use the actual beauty blender, you notice such a massive difference when you then go and like use the Real Techniques one. And I'm just going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 20 under my eyes just to counteract any darkness, because I have a lot of darkness under my eyes. It's really like purpley. You can't really tell on camera, but you can in real life. Obviously not when I have makeup on though, but you know, compare this eye to this eye. One thing I will say about the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is it runs out really quickly, and that's so annoying because like it's such a good concealer but it just runs out so fast. I might just add a little bit of that underneath where we contour. Well, cream bronzed. And a little bit on my forehead. A bit on my chin. Just so my face doesn't look like really dark. Taking number 15 from Maybelline, same concealer. And then what I'm going to do, because this is such a dramatic look, I want my liner to be really sharp. So I'm taking my Real Techniques detailer brush, yeah I thought it was called that, and my Maybelline concealer, line next to that liner. I'm just going to drag that down to same on the other side. To set my under eyes, I just first go over my beauty blender over that concealer underneath the eyes, just to get rid of any creases. Then I just take my loose powder and bake underneath my eyes. I don't like to put too much under there because I don't like it to get all like dry. And the powder that I use is the Rimmel Match Perfection. This is the transparent one. Get on my nail. I swear in every video I've always got a nail missing. And then get it all like bugged up. What I like to do at the moment for highlighter, I just take my Benefit What's Up, which is a cream highlighter. And before I set like my face with powder, I like to just take this up onto my cheekbone, onto my nose, and that's about it. It has got the little cushion, but I'm just going to use my finger. And then if you accidentally get like powder mixed with that highlighter, take the beauty blender and it will help like blend it all in. Because I done that yesterday and it went all like cakey when I tried to blend it with a brush, so I always use a beauty blender. My highlight brush I'm using is my little Hobbycraft paintbrush. I'm using Laura Geller Gilded Honey and my Kiko 208, which are basically like the same thing, but I'm going to use my Gilded Honey. I'm just dabbing that first just to set the cream highlight, and then I blend. As you can see, that's so much more intense. Same on the other side. And then for my nose, as you know, recently I like to take a fan brush. And then go with the Kiko one. Then I just like to use the same powder. I haven't been using my Rimmel Stay Matte recently. I've been using this. Go over those, over my foundation a bit. I'm just using MAC's Give Me Sun for bronzer. This is like my go-to bronzer. Take some of that down my neck. And I found that the highlight looks a lot nicer when you do the highlight first and the bronzer. It sort of blends into one another. To contour my nose, I just take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium. Okay, so this is like bronzer and that done. I think I'm probably going to go back to the eyes. I should probably take my hair out of this. I'm just going to do a bit of blush actually. What blush should I use? I'm just going to use Milani Luminoso. I'm just going to do my lower lash line. Just going to be taking my ABH palette again. Just taking Warm Taupe that we took as our first shade. Taking that underneath my eye. And then I'm just going to be taking Cypress Umber. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that on the MAC 266. And I'm just going to apply this like underneath my lash line. Just to sort of define my eye. Taking my Morphe M507. I'm going in with Hot Chocolate by ABH. And I'm just going to be blending that Cypress Umber out with this shade. And then I'm just going to be going back in, finding a little bit of this to my crease. Blend that. I'm just going back to my M506. I think I'm going to take a bit of burnt orange, Real Sienna and Real Gold just to blend that out on the lower lash line, just so it's not so harsh, because I don't want it to look like I've got like a big black eye. Better. What's left now? Might redo my brow bone highlight. Just using the brush that we used earlier, the ABH one. I'm not actually applying any excess product to the brush. Then I'm just going to set my brows in place with my little, oh my god, ABH? No, my Benefit Ready Set Brow, I think this is. Oh no, yeah, Ready Set Brow. My brows are now set in place. What am I doing now? Lips. I haven't even put any mascara on my bottom lashes. For mascara on my lower lashes, I'm taking them L'Oreal Full Slash Sculpt. Then over that, I'm taking the Max Factor Masterpiece Max High Volume and Definition Mascara. And I really like the wand on this. It's like all spiky. Because I always wear really full and thick false lashes, I like my lower lashes to be very sort of like thick and long. I myself have naturally long lashes anyway, but say if I didn't really have much going on my like say if the lashes I was wearing on my top lash line weren't very like full on, then I would literally either not wear any bottom lash mascara or I'd just create a very thin coat of it. For lipstick, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood. This was the first, well, one of the first liquid lipsticks I got from Anastasia from ABH, and when I was like in America, and I was so excited to try it because I'd been wanting this shade for like 6 months before I picked it up, because obviously we can't get the liquid lipsticks in the UK. Okay, I'm just going to line my lips so it's actually lip liner. I'm just going to be taking the Colourpop Skimpy lip pencil and rubbing off any excess of my lip plumper with my finger, and then just filling it in with the liquid lipstick. For my inner corner highlight, because I almost forgot that, just taking Tempera. And then I'm just taking the shade Primavera and Vermeer. These two. Mixing them. Just taking my hair out. The setting spray I used is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix. Oh, I thought this was the oil control one, but this is the Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. And can I just say it's a lot better than those like L'Oreal ones that like I wasted my money on and it ended up going all funny over my face. So this is the finished makeup look, guys. I really hope that you enjoy it and enjoyed it. And you could also do like a glossy lip. I probably will, to be honest, because I don't really like matte lips at the moment. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup look. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all of my like new subscribers and my old subscribers. I'm almost at 600 subscribers, and to some people that's not a big deal at all, but to me that's a really big deal. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.